Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Caitanya Book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on July 16th, 2020 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Paramananda Madhavam Sri Caitanya Hare Om. Good day of Kamika Ekadasi. Here it especially says, on this day if you worship the sacred Tulasi plant,
it says on this Kamika Ekadashi, if you worship the sacred Tulasi plant,
offering a ghee wick or a ghee lamp,
offering a ghee wick or a ghee lamp,
and putting water on the Tulsi,
putting water on the Tulsi,
or planting or transplanting a Tulsi plant,
or planting or transplanting a Tulasi plant,
offering a leaf or a manjari, lotus feet of Lord Krishna,
offering a leaf or manjari to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna,
then you go to the spiritual world.
that goes to the spiritual world.
You can go.
You can go.
I hope that all the devotees listening take advantage.
I hope that all the devotees listening take advantage.
অন্যের কিদায় আয় না পারে চিনিতে আয় বলে লক্ষ্মী কি বাইলা নাচিতে
What to speak of others?
What to speak of others?
Even Mother Sachi could not recognize her son.
Even Mother Sachi could not recognize her son.
Mother Sachi said,
Mother Sachi said,
how is that Lakshmi has come here to act
how is that Lakshmi had come here to act
and to dance?
and to dance?
It was Lord Gauranga who took the form of Lakshmi Devi,
It was Lord Gauranga who took the form of Lakshmi Devi,
or took the form of a gopi.
or took a form of the gopi.
So it said he had a waist like a fist,
It said that he had a waist like a fist.
looking like a beautiful gopi.
He was looking like a beautiful gopi.
So even mother could not recognize him.
So even the mother could not recognize him.
He thought that the goddess of fortune herself had come.
She thought that the goddess of fortune herself had come.
Lord Chaitanya and the actors took the actual form of the people they were acting as.
Lord Chaitanya and the actors took the form of the people they were acting as.
অচিন্ত অব্যক্ত কিবা মহাযোগেশ্বরী ভক্তি স্বরূপা হইলা আপনি শ্রীহরি
Sri Hari, the Lord Sri Hari, he personally came
The Lord Sri Hari, he personally came
and he personally manifested the form
and he personally manifested the form
of the inconceivable, transcendental goddess of all mystic perfection.
of the inconceivable, transcendental goddess of all mystic perfections.
And the form of pure devotional service
and the form of pure devotional service
personified.
personified.
হর মোহনকারী প্রভু দর্শনে সকলের মোহশূন্যতা ও হৃদয়ে জননী ভাব। মহামহেশ্বর হর যে রূপ দেখিয়া মহামোহ পাইলেন পার্বতী লইয়া।
On seeing this transcendental form,
On seeing this transcendental form,
even the great Lord Shiva,
even the great Lord Shiva,
Mahamaheshwar,
Mahamaheshwar,
along with the great illusory energy
along with the great illusory energy
of Parvati,
Parvati,
became illusioned,
became illusioned.
became greatly illusioned.
They became greatly illusioned. One should discuss Srimad Bhagavatam 8.12.12 to 25.
তবে যে নহিল মহাবৈষ্ণব সবার পূর্ব অনুগ্রহ আছে এই হেতু তার।
Assembled Vaishnavas
The assembled Vaishnavas
were not bewildered
were not bewildered
because of the previous benediction they had received.
because of the previous benediction they had received.
Because Lord Chaitanya first replied to the question of Srivas,
Because Lord Chaitanya first replied to the question of Srivas,
who was allowed to be the audience.
who was allowed to be the audience.
And he said, those who have control of their senses.
And he said, those who have controlled their senses.
But then Advaita Gosai said that, well, then I can't come.
Then Advaita Gosai said, if that was the case, I can't come.
Everybody was taking the humble position.
Everybody was taking the humble position.
And then Lord Chaitanya said, all right, you can all come.
Then Lord Chaitanya said, all right, you all can come.
I give you a benediction, you'll be great, like great mystic yogis.
I'll give you the benediction that you'll be like great mystic yogis.
And will not be bewildered.
And you will not be bewildered.
কৃপা জলনিধি প্রভু হইলা সবারে সবার জননী ভাব হইল অন্তরে।
Lord Gauranga
Lord Gauranga,
he became like an ocean of mercy
he became like an ocean of mercy
to everyone.
to everyone.
And all the assembled devotees
And all the assembled devotees
felt inside that he was
felt inside that he was
like their mother.
like their mother.
পরলোক হইতে যেন আইলা জননী আনন্দে ক্রন্ধন করে আপনা না জানি।
Like them feeling as if their mother had descended from the spiritual world.
Feeling as if their mother had descended from the spiritual world
And great loving ecstasy,
in great loving ecstasy.
they all cried
They all cried
and forgot themselves.
and forgot themselves.
এই মতো অদ্বৈত আদি প্রভুরে দেখিয়া কৃষ্ণ প্রেম সিন্ধু মাঝে বুলেন ভাসিয়া।
And Lord Advaita
When Lord Advaita
and the other devotees
and the other devotees
saw Lord Gauranga
saw Lord Gauranga
in this way,
in this way,
they floated in an ocean of ecstatic love for Krishna.
They floated in an ocean of ecstatic love for Krishna.
বিশ্বম্ভরের জগৎ জননী ভাবে নৃত্য, জগৎ জননী ভাবে নাচে বিশ্বম্ভর, সময় উচিত গীত গায় অনুচর।
Lord Vishwambar danced in the mood of the mother of the universe.
When Lord Vishwambar danced in the mood of the mother of the universe,
Appropriate songs for the situation
appropriate songs for the situation
or sung by his followers.
were sung by his followers. Chaitanya Charita Mahakavya 11.25. Gauranga's brows moved, he danced with the skill of a bee and had smiling glance. With fickle eyes like blossoming blue lotuses, his lips were copper-colored like the sun, revealing the teeth white like moonlight.
So Lord Chaitanya was acting
So Lord Chaitanya was acting
and dancing in a most beautiful form.
and dancing in the most beautiful form.
So he attracted the minds of all his devotees.
So he attracted the minds of all of his devotees. He emanated the beauty with a spotless necklace placed on his white conch-like neck and riding on a full chest which swayed profoundly. The necklace had the beauty of the Ganga flowing from heaven, freed from fear of falling from a high peak.
Presentation.
So in this presentation,
Beautiful Sanskrit poetry is used.
beautiful Sanskrit poetry is used. His thighs were soft like golden banana trunks. His feet were like fresh red lotuses, wearing fine attractive cloth. The beautiful form of the Lord entered the stage with light steps. The moon of nectar rays, full of bliss, maturing with 11 digits, was reflected in the form of Mahaprabhu. The Malaya mountain with fragrant branches blew softly, playing with the hem of his silk cloth.
Malaya is famous for having sandalwood.
Malaya is famous for having sandalwood.
So when it says that the Malaya mountain
So it says that in Malaya mountains,
has fragrant branches
with fragrant branches
blowing softly,
blowing softly,
it means that the aroma of sandalwood was emanating
that means that the aroma of sandalwood was emanating
from the stage.
from the stage. That form, sweetly jingling his ankle bells, danced with gestures in the center with the singers, while mridangas beat swiftly with skillful laya and tala, using graceful, intensely sweet steps.
So the drama was accompanied by musicians,
So the drama was accompanied by musicians,
singers, and mridanga players.
singers and mridanga players.
And mridanga, one side is small, other side big.
Mridanga, in one side it is small, in another side it is big.
So the tala means the beat,
The tala means the beat,
laya is the other sound of the mridanga.
laya is the other sound of the mridanga.
Boom, boom.
Wo, wo. Shining drops of perspiration swiftly oozed from his lotus face. It appeared he was carrying a golden moon embedded with pearls. He had sindura on his shining forehead framed by curling locks. This was like the red attractive rays of the sun in the twilight surrounded by darkness.
Lord Chaitanya was acting in the form of goddess of fortune.
So Lord Chaitanya was acting in the form of goddess of fortune.
And so his beauty appeared just as a spiritual Shakti.
His beauty appeared just as a spiritual Shakti.
And his mother could not recognize.
And even his mother could not recognize.
She thought that the goddess of fortune had come herself.
She thought that goddess of fortune had come herself.
And such was the amazing dance or drama of Lord Chaitanya.
So such was the amazing dance or drama of Lord Chaitanya. As he moved his hands, jingling with bracelets, swans of bee hovered above. Moving his elevated brows like Cupid's bent bow, he appeared to make the sky black. His dancing became attractive as the loose edge of his cloth struck his body and bent his body and moved like waves close to the spectators. He revealed his remarkable thick shanks damp with the perspiration from his waist, sparkling like bright lights as his belt came loose. As he whirled around like a spinning wheel, with desirous bees hovering above, the flowers flew from his hair in all directions. In the joy of dancing, it seems that there was a white umbrella of flowers marked with dark lines, bees, above his moon-like face.
Bees are attracted to living flowers.
Bees are attracted to living flowers.
The flowers coming from Lord Chaitanya
So the flowers coming from Lord Chaitanya
in his form as a gopi
in his form as a gopi
or goddess of fortune
or goddess of fortune
were so natural that they attracted the bees.
they were so natural that they attracted the bees.
This is not an ordinary thing.
This is not an ordinary thing.
It shows how the dancing of Lord Chaitanya is very special.
It shows that how the dancing of Lord Chaitanya is very special. The dancer's body was glorious with the joyful sweetness of insane dancing, shining brightly with the beauty of song, clearly assuming the mood of Lakshmi and Parvati. He then entered the temple.
Lord Chaitanya,
So Lord Chaitanya,
assuming the mood of Lakshmi and Parvati,
assuming the mood of Lakshmi and Parvati,
divine spiritual entities. Divine spiritual energies.
divine spiritual energies,
He entered the temple,
he entered the temple,
which was on the stage.
which was on the stage.
সকল বৈষ্ণব মাঝে নাচে মহা নটরাজে রসের আবেশে ভাব ধরে এমন করিতে পুনঃ লক্ষ্মী পড়িল মন সে আবেশে গেল দেব ঘরে.
in the midst of all the Vaishnava spectators.
In amidst of all the Vaishnavas, spectators,
Dance the great king of dancing,
dance the great king of dancing,
Lord Gauranga.
Lord Gauranga.
Being absorbed in the spiritual mellow,
Being absorbed in the spiritual mellow,
assuming the form and mentality of Lakshmi.
assuming the form and the mentality of Lakshmi,
Being absorbed in that mood,
being absorbed in that mood,
that ecstasy,
that ecstasy,
he entered the deity room.
he entered the deity room.
Read the
Tasting the nectar of the rasas, Lord Gaura, the king of dancers, danced in the midst of the Vaishnavas. Then Lord Gaura thought of goddess Lakshmi. Filled with ecstasy, he entered the deity room of the temple.
ঘরে সম্ভাইল আর্তে দিব্য চতুর্ভুজ মূর্তে দেখি দণ্ডাইল তার কাছে আদো নয়নে চায় আধো পথ চলি যায় বসনে ঢাকিল আঁখি পাছে
inside the deity room.
Inside the deity room,
Lord Gauranga, in his form as Lakshmi,
Lord Gauranga in his form as Lakshmi
manifested the four-armed form of Lakshmi in the Vaikuntha Loka.
manifested the four-armed form of Lakshmi in the Vaikuntha
God,
Loka.
Goddess Lakshmi.
Goddess Lakshmi in the Vaikuntha Loka.
Seeing this, all the devotees stood up
Seeing this, all devotees stood up
with his eyes half open,
with his eyes half opened,
walking in half steps,
walking in half steps.
and veil covered his eyes.
And the veil covered his eyes.
At the end of this scene,
So at the end of this scene,
Lord Gauranga manifested the four-armed goddess of fortune, Lakshmi form.
Lord Gauranga manifested the four-armed Lakshmi form.
These are all like amazing
These are all like amazing
manifestations.
manifestations.
Normally, an actor can't manifest two additional arms.
Normally, an actor cannot manifest two extra arms.
But Lord Vishwambar, he did this naturally,
Lord Vishwambar, he did this intentionally.
naturally.
Oh, naturally.
And this is an amazing drama.
So this is an amazing drama.
All the devotees who were present
And all the devotees who were present
were completely overwhelmed in ecstasy of love of Krishna.
all the devotees who were present were completely overwhelmed with ecstasy of Krishna,
Love of Krishna.
love of Krishna. Thus ends the chapter. Lord Vishwambar takes the role of Adya Shakti.
What time?
7:21.
And what's the program tonight?
Bangalore.
Mangaluru.
Bangalore.
They're under complete lockdown.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. This week they have two sessions. Saturday and today. They will have two sessions, Zoom sessions. Saturday night and tonight.
Dear most Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. As we hear these pastimes from you, opening up new revelations every day, we feel very blissful, especially today when we see Gauranga manifesting the form of Mother Goddess, even we became fearless of Maya. Is it not dangerous to lose fear of Maya? And is it not not non-humble attitude to be fearless? Will this please Gauranga Mahaprabhu? Your servant Shanta Gopi Devidasi.
When we see Lord Chaitanya,
When we see Lord Chaitanya,
here of his manifesting his form as his spiritual potency.
here manifesting his form as his spiritual potency,
It's natural to feel inspired.
it is natural to feel inspired.
Maybe while hearing that pastime,
Maybe while hearing that pastime,
one may feel fearless.
one may feel fearless.
But after all, we should be very careful.
But after all, we should be very careful.
And after hearing this pastime,
After hearing this pastime,
we don't want to fall into Maya.
we should not fall into Maya.
You can always stay absorbed in Lord Chaitanya's pastimes.
You can always stay absorbed in Lord Chaitanya's
If you
pastimes.
can always,
If you can always stay absorbed in Lord Chaitanya's pastimes,
then you can be fearless.
you can be fearless.
The problem is, when we're not absorbed in Lord Chaitanya's pastimes,
The problem is we are not absorbed in Lord Chaitanya's pastimes.
then Maya may attack.
Then Maya may attack. Dandavat Pranams Gurudeva. We know Krishna as an expert dancer on the hoods of Kaliya. Also Lord Chaitanya expert dancing in Bindu Madhava temple or in front of Jagannath cart. Is there a difference in the dancing of Lord Krishna and Lord Chaitanya? Your servant Ranga Krishna Das, Chennai.
Lord Chaitanya is a combined form of Krishna and Radha.
Lord Chaitanya is a combined form of Krishna and Radha.
So he can dance as nice as Krishna.
So he can dance as nice as Krishna.
He can also dance as nice as Radha.
He also can dance as nice as Radha.
So he has these unique abilities.
So he has this unique ability. Hare Krishna, dear Gurudev, please accept my respectful obeisances at your lotus feet. What is the relationship between Mother Lakshmi and Goddess Parvati in spiritual dimension? Your servant Ratiprada Radhika Devi Dasi from Noida.
Prabhupada explained that
Prabhupada explained that
by Krishna everything is equal.
with Krishna everything is equal.
That just like the government has the police department
Just like the government has the police department
and the social welfare department.
and the social welfare department.
For the criminals, police department is very fearful.
For the criminals, the police department is very fearful,
But they don't mind the social welfare department.
but they don't mind with the social welfare department.
For the government, both departments are departments.
But for the government, both the departments are departments.
So Lakshmi is spiritual energy and Parvati is the material energy.
So Lakshmi is the spiritual energy and Parvati is the material energy.
So for Krishna, it's the same thing.
So for Krishna, it's the same thing.
I mean, all different departments.
With all different departments.
But he doesn't relate directly with Parvati.
But he doesn't relate directly with Parvati.
He does that in his form as Lord Shiva.
He does that in his form as Lord Shiva.
But he relates with Lakshmi
But he relates with Lakshmi
in his form as Narayana.
in his form as Narayana.
Last question.
Last question. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances unto your lotus feet. It that after our death we have to be alone and there will be no one with us? Is it our Guru also has the responsibility till we are alive in this body and post he also leave us? Please clear this doubt. Your insignificant servant Leena Tek Chandani.
The Guru is responsible for us, not for our body.
Guru is responsible for us, not for the body.
After the body, you leave the body,
After the soul leaves the body,
it's still related with the Guru.
still we live with the Guru.
You're related with the Guru.
We are related with the Guru.
And he helps us to reach the spiritual world.
He helps us to reach the spiritual world.
He may introduce us to our guide
He may introduce us to our guide
in the spiritual world.
in the spiritual world.
Say that if we're a friend of Krishna, then one of the friends of Krishna guide us. If we are a friend of Krishna,
If we are friend of Krishna, one of the friends of Krishna will guide us.
if we are a parent of Krishna, one of the parents of Krishna will guide us.
If we are parent of Krishna, one of the parents of Krishna will guide us.
If we are lover or wife of Krishna,
If we are lover or wife of Krishna,
and one of the gopis or ranis will guide us.
one of the gopis or the ranis will guide us.
The Guru is always there to help if we need him.
The Guru is always there to help
When we need him.
when we need him.
Thank you, Leena Tek Chandani.
Thank you, Leena Tek Chandani.
Now we'll hear from Mahavaradas.